Hi, my name is Mark Jepson. I'm going to show you the Customers section. So let's dive right in. First thing you're going to look at when you go into the Customers area is your customer list. So let's check that out. All right, the first section here at the top is the Customers Hub. Here you have some visuals of your total customers, how many repeat buyers you have, your repeat buyer percentage. If you have real emails, those will show up in here as well. And if you're using our sync tools, which I'll cover in just a moment, it'll show you what you have being synced here. Here again, you have a little pie chart showing your repeat buyers and also for your real emails. And then over here, you have a graph of your weekly customers. So the volume of weekly customers that you have. So yeah, nice little visual of your customers, how many you have, where they're kind of coming from and whatnot. And below that, you just have a very searchable customer list. So you can go in here and search by, different cities, states, or whatever. You can also search for how many orders they placed, a whole bunch of different options in here. You can export these here, you can generate reports, etc. So pretty simple there. Our next section here is synchronization. And we built this to have basically tools that you can use to synchronize to your customer data to either MailChimp or Facebook. So here's where you can set up rules to do that. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy to do. And once you have those things set up, they'll be automatically updating your MailChimp or Facebook lists with your new customers as you get them each week. Okay. Repeat buyers, here's where we basically take your customer list and break it down by anyone who has been a repeat buyer for your brand. So whether they've purchased, two of one product or one of two different products, any kind of variation like that, we're going to show you any and all options in here of all the customers who's actually been doing that. And again, you can export this as a CSV. You can generate reports. So if you want to have, repeat buyers for a certain product or a certain brand, you can generate a report that way. And we'll cover that more in detail a little bit later on. Geo Analyze, this is where you can actually see where your customers are coming from. So if you're going to do Facebook or Google or some kind of external marketing, you can look at this and go, okay, right now I know that the majority of my customers are coming from, let's say, New York or Florida or California, whatever it is. You can actually see that and then kind of massage your marketing efforts to be honed in more towards those areas. Transactions list, this is going to be what you pretty much what you see inside of Seller Central, except for here we have a lot more search options. So you can not only search by the order ID, but you can also search by the SKU, brand, date ranges, whole bunch of different options in here. So all these different things you can actually sort on this and use this to be able to find if you're doing customer support, or if you have someone who does customer support for you, they can use this to find that customer a lot faster, see the customer history. So we can actually see if they've purchased one or more products from you, if they've refunded, etc. Okay. Feedback, this is where we pull in all of your seller feedback. And this is basically for reference, so you can see, okay, if you got a bad feedback, do you need to take some action on it to get it handled? And you'll need to do some things to get that imported in here. On this demo account, I have not done that yet. So this walks you through the actions you need to do that. But this will pull in automatically once you get those functions set up, okay? Promo transactions and promo code stats. This is where you can actually see if you have coupons or social media discounts or any kind of promotions that you're running. You can actually see which ones are being effective, which ones are getting the most grabs, which ones are getting you the best ROI, how much you're spending on them. So you can actually get an analysis of which promo things that you're doing are actually getting you the most bang for your buck. So here you can see all the transactions, and then in promo code stats, this is where you're going to be able to see each of those promo codes as a whole. How's it doing? How's it performing? How much did you spend on it? How many actually were grabbed? The promotion cost that you had on there for each of those things, and then you of course can show the details about each of those here. You can also look at those on a date range. So right now default will be overall, the lifetime of all your ads or all of your discounts. But you can actually then go into this week, this month, this year, or custom interval. Okay, and again, this is all exportable to CSV. And lastly, we have generate report and download. So here's where you can actually do a little bit more detailed analytics into where your customers are coming from, who they are, what they are. We have a bunch of different options that you can actually use in here. So the first one is report type. So you can just have a customer list. You can have a transaction list. So whereas a customer list is going to be, that one customer, you could have a transaction list which shows that customer had 3 or 4 purchases from you, right? We also have a Facebook customer list. So if you want to upload this to Facebook, we have the exact format, have that download in the exact format that you need. You also have a customer list grouped by SKU. So now you can see of the SKUs, all the customers for those different SKUs. And then a Facebook offline events file as well. So for those of you who know Facebook marketing well, you can match up your customers to your Facebook ads, and then Facebook can actually show you the attributed sales from those, matching up those people with those transaction dates. So a bunch of different options in there. And then of course you can do some filters. So you can do date modes that you want, date formats that you want from and to. You can also do, if they've refunded or not, if they're a repeat buyer or not, or if they left any feedback. And then you can also do an option here if they've spent more than. So that's why, you can kind of filter out people that might have gotten deep discounts or freebies or whatever. Okay, so and again, all of this is now, you can apply this to your whole account, or you can drill down and apply it to a brand or a group of products or individual products. Okay, so very easy to use, and you just download that. It'll appear in your downloaded area automatically, and then you can use that however you like. So that's our customer section. Very intuitive. That's all I have for now. I'll see you in the next video.